Can 2 trace minerals heal your joints? Hey everybody, this is Mike Erlob coming at you from the Flex Compound with another episode of Power Your Life. So, something I want to share with you before we delve into today's topic. But a couple of weekends ago, my son Garrett was participating in trap practice, trap and skeet. So the thing is that day, as you guys have known over the last few weeks, it's been really windy around here. And that day was no exception. I mean, it was really, really windy. Wind gusts were hitting up over 30, 35 miles an hour. And it was blowing the trap clays. It was just blowing them all over the place. And this made shooting them very difficult. And the thing I noticed is if Garrett took too long to take his shot, like he usually does, he usually takes a little bit of time, he works on his breathing, he finds a target, and then he shoots at it, and he's very accurate when he does that. But on this day, if he waited too long, the effect of the wind and on the clay and the way it would make it move would cause him to miss. So he had to adjust his shooting style that day to make sure that he could find the target much more quickly and then take the shot before the wind had a chance to even blow the clay off course. You see, and once he realized that he would have to change his shooting style by taking that shot quicker than he normally would, he started having more success. And of course, this was initially frustrating for him, but I was just really, really proud of how he stuck in there, how he made his adjustments, and how he just kept working at it. And so even though it wasn't his best day that day, he still managed to hit 20 out of the 50 targets. Now, that's not too bad with the winds blowing like that, and it being only like the second practice of the year for him. So, as I watched him shoot, it really made me think about how his struggles with the wind at practice is a lot like what happens to us in life. You see, often when we're faced with a problem or an obstacle, we have a plan or we come up with a plan that we think will work. But you see, then something happens, and something happens that's completely unexpected, and you have no choice but to adjust your plan or approach. You see, I think it's important for us to always be flexible in our plans, to always keep an open mind to other options. When things are, not the way you want them to be, for whatever reason, it's critical to change course and try it another way. You see, those who can do this in life, they often have more success and enjoyment than those who just flat out refuse to change, and they just keep forcing the same plan even though the conditions are different. And I know change is hard for many people. But refusing to adjust your plans or habits, despite the fact that the conditions have changed, will only set you up for failure. You see, when faced with an obstacle or problem, don't be afraid to change your plans or your approach, even if it makes you uncomfortable, because it is in that area of discomfort that you will grow the most. Speaking of discomfort, are your joints causing you problems? Are your joints causing you that pain? I think everybody knows that arthritis is on the rise in our country. In fact, according to the CDC, almost 23% of all Americans now suffer from arthritis. That's almost a quarter of the country. So, what can you do to prevent, stop, or slow arthritis? Now, right now, what most of us do is we take a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, commonly called an NSAID, like ibuprofen or Aleve or naproxen, or we take Tylenol just to manage the pain, the swelling, or the soreness of the arthritic joint. But these NSAIDs and even Tylenol, they come with a risk. You see, the FDA came out with a report not too long ago about NSAIDs. And what they did, it was called the FDA Drug Safety Communication. And what they said was they strengthened the warning that non-aspirin, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs can cause heart attacks or stroke. Now, they had already previously said this. However, they strengthened the warning due to some recent research. Now, I don't know about you, but that just really, really scares me. Here's the thing. You can't take NSAIDs or Tylenol for the rest of your life. You just can't do it. It's not healthy for you. But if you already have a mild amount of arthritis, or those joints are achy, or your arthritis is starting to advance and it's starting to really limit what you can do, in your life and limit your function, and now you can't walk as far. It hurts to climb stairs. You can't kneel. You just feel yourself getting older, older before your time. what can you do? You know, what can replace your NSAID or your pain pills? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you. Okay, so there are these reports that just came out, and you should check them out. They're from the journals of Integrative Medicine, Environmental Health Perspectives, and another article that came out from Oregon State University. And these articles, and we're going to post the links to them, or the references in the show notes. But these articles, they've shown that there are 2 key micronutrients that you can take, which will actually help you heal your arthritic joints. And these are naturally occurring, and they're 2 what we call trace minerals. And these are boron and copper. Now, both of these trace minerals can help. So let's talk about boron first, okay? So boron it's a trace mineral, and it is needed by plants and animals. Now, the thing is boron is only found in the soil, all right? And it's absorbed by plants. And we get boron through eating these plants or by supplementation. So what's happening is around the world, due to different ways that our soil's being farmed, is that boron levels in the soil is becoming deficient. So as a result, we're getting less boron in our diets. Now, that's a concern because boron has been shown to reduce inflammation, reduce arthritis, reduce the incidence of cancer. It has been shown to improve wound healing, to strengthen and actually grow bone, to improve hormone levels, increase antioxidants in the body, improve brain activity and performance, lower the risk of stroke and heart disease, strengthen the immune system. Now, in these articles on boron, it was found, this is very interesting, that those with arthritis had lower bone concentrations of boron in the heads of the femur and synovial fluid than those without arthritis. And the bones of those using boron were much harder and more dense. Then the other interesting fact was, in areas of the world where boron intake was less than 1 milligram a day, the rate of arthritis in that population was between 20 and 70%. And then areas of the world where boron intake was between 3 and 10 milligrams, the rate of arthritis in that population was 0 to 10%. Now, there was also this Australian study, very, very interesting, and I don't want to bore you with a lot of numbers, but this is really cool. Okay, I'm going to kind of geek out on you here with my physical therapy research stuff. But listen, this Australian study showed that 71% of those in this study with mild to medium osteoarthritis lowered pain levels and stopped taking their NSAIDs within 8 weeks of using boron. And 78% of those with the mild to medium arthritis, they improved their mobility and flexibility within 8 weeks of using boron. Now, 75% of those that had severe arthritis, they also were able to stop taking their NSAIDs within 8 weeks of using boron. And then 63% of that group, of that with severe arthritis, they improved their mobility and flexibility within 8 weeks of using boron. You guys, I'm telling you, this is huge, right? Boron has been proven to help those with arthritis, among the other things that I've listed. Look, it's natural, it has no side effects, and it's inexpensive. Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about copper, all right? Everybody's heard about copper. You guys, we've got copper bracelets, copper braces, copper this, copper that. But listen, I'm not talking about braces and I'm not talking about, wristbands and stuff. What I'm talking about is copper being taken as a supplement, okay? Oral intake of copper. You see, copper plays a huge role in your health. It is essential for brain development and maintenance of brain health, the efficient communication between your nerve cells, maintenance of healthy skin and connective tissue, wound healing, heart and blood vessel health. It keeps your blood cells healthy. It's necessary for energy production and for collagen formation. Now, here's how it helps you, okay? Copper will reduce the rate of arthritis. It supports joint health through its role in the collagen production, okay? And cancer prevention, it occurs through its antioxidant properties. It reduces blood pressure and cholesterol levels. It improves the immune system, and it helps prevent osteoporosis. You see, copper plays this really big role in creating connective tissue. Now, healthy connective tissue, all right, this is the stuff that kind of holds everything together in your body, right? It is necessary for your cartilage, for your discs, and for your blood vessels, all right? What it does is copper helps the cross-linking of the collagen and the elastin in the process of creating the connective tissue. Connective tissue is made up of those two things, collagen and elastin. And those two have to come together and get kind of woven and cross-linked together with each other in order to create that connective tissue. And when they're effectively cross-linked, there is less wear and tear on the joints because that connective tissue is stronger. So what does this mean to you? Well, without copper in your body, your joints will wear out faster. You're going to suffer from arthritis, degenerative disc disease, disc problems, and just in general, pain. And this happens by impairing aspects of the immune response and the tissue repair process. So both boron and copper, these are essential for you to have, not just for a healthy body, but also for healthy joints, discs, ligaments, and tendons. You know what? Take a look at your current joint supplements, okay? If you're taking a glucosamine-based type of supplement, take a look at it. If you're taking a joint supplement, okay, there's a lot of them out there. Take a look at it. See if boron and copper are included, because if not, then I would highly suggest you find a joint supplement that does have these or supplement it on your own. By the way, find one that does. Now that the weather is getting warmer and many of us are starting to get more active again, all right, there's things that start to happen. We start seeing with this increased activity, back pain can just really start to rear its ugly head. And if you don't do something about your back pain, it will keep you from enjoying the spring and soon to be summer weather. So, if you're having back pain and you would like to not only find out what the root cause is, but you want to fix things for good, then you should sign up for our new Back Pain Breakthrough exam session. All you have to do is just click on the link in the comments to find out more about this amazing new program. So we're going to wrap things up. You've learned all about boron and copper, the importance of it. And like I said, take a look at your joint supplements, okay? And just see if that is included in there. And if it's not, then I highly recommend that you start supplementing with it or that you find supplements that do include that. Now, I'd like to lead you with this thought-provoking quote from Warren Wiersbe. And what he said was, real contentment must come from within. You and I cannot change or control the world around us, but we can change and control the world within us. So I'm going to let you chew on that one for a while. So until next time, power your life and keep moving forward.